So good evening guys. I welcome you all in my YouTube channel English with Rajneesh sir, and today we are here with Miss Avika and Bhavika. And Kojito or Jason, you should think a prayer that learning by doing is an important fact, and having an eye on this important fact, we always include different type of activities in learning English grammar, literature and language. And today we are going to present here one of the activities, that is how to tell summary including all the facts from English prose NCERT class 12 first chapter, and the chapter is
the last lesson written by Alphonse Daudet. So let's go.
Let's go with Miss Bhavika.
Hello everyone, so this is Bhavika Gupta and today I am going to tell you the summary of the chapter, the last lesson, that is written by Alphonse Daudet, who was a French novelist and short storyteller. So the plot of the story is this: a war was fought between Prussia and France, in which France was defeated by Prussia in the year of 1870 to 1871, and that was led by Bismarck. And the two districts of France, Alsace and Lorraine, they were captured by Prussia. And there are two characters in this story, and that they are M. Hamel and Franz. So the story starts from the scene that when Franz was getting late for the school, actually the reason was that he was afraid of his teacher M. Hamel, who said that he would listen all the rules of participles, but he didn't know the one word of it. So he decided to go out and wander here and there. Here there he noticed that the weather was calm and bright. All the birds, they were chirping at the edges of the woods, and the soldiers in the open field back of the sawmills were drilling. But it was more tempting than the rules of participles for Franz, so he decided to go to school hurriedly. When he passed the town hall, he saw a big crowd that was in front of bulletin board. So Franz thought that what can be the matter now, as all the bad rules that he was getting from the bulletin board, like the drafts, the lost battles, and the orders that were given by the commanding officers. And after that, there was a blacksmith with his watcher with his apprentice. He saw Franz and said that don't go so fast, bub, as you have plenty of time to go to school. So Franz thought that he was making fun of me, but and then he suddenly reached the garden of M. Hamel, where he saw that the school was something different, as it was silent and it was not as usual, like the opening and closing of desks and the teacher's great ruler rapping and the lessons that are repeated in unison, like our hands over our ears to understand better. But on that day, that was so strange, and it was like Sunday morning. And after that, he saw all the classmates through the window that were sitting on their benches, and M. Hamel, who was wandering here and there with his ruler under his arm. So Franz said that just look how frightened and worried I was, as I had to go to the classroom before M. Hamel and all the students. But when he entered the class, nothing had happened, as M. Hamel said that just go and sit in your seat, as we were going to start the lesson without you. And when the Franz, he just controlled his fright, he saw that M. Hamel was wearing a beautiful green coat with his frilled shirt and a black silk cap. Usually he used to wear this dress on the occasion of like inspection or prize distribution. But the thing that surprised him the most was when he looked behind, all the back benches that used to be empty were full of the villagers, like former mayor and former postmaster and old usher also, who was having an old primer that was thumbed at the edges, and his spectacle was lying across the pages. When he was thinking all about it, M. Hamel, he mounted his chair and said that, dear, today it is my last lesson that I am going to teach you, as an order came from Berlin that in the schools of Alsace, and yes sir, the order had come from Berlin that in the schools, okay sir, an order has come from Berlin that in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine only, yes sir, Alsace and Lorraine only German language would be taught. So M. Hamel said that this is your last French lesson that I am going to teach you, so I want you all to be very attentive. So it was thunderclap for Franz, as he says that hardly I began to study the French language, and now he felt sorry for not paying attention on his studies, as he was busy on seeing the eggs of the birds sliding on the shower, and the books like grammar and the history of the sense that were burden for him and too heavy to carry. They became his old friends, and after that he thought of M. Hamel. He was thinking that M. Hamel would go from tomorrow and he would never come again. That thought made him forget all about his skanky behavior and his ruler. Then he understood that why M. Hamel wore his Sunday clothes, and why all the villagers they had come to the school. Actually, they wanted to give respect to the M. Hamel, who has given his 40 years for the school, and they also wanted to pay respect to their country that was theirs no more. When Prince was thinking all about it, he suddenly listened his name called. Actually, it was his turn to recite, but he was too frightened as he didn't know the one word of participle, and he mixed up the first word. He was his heart was beating fast, and he was holding on his desk. But M. Hamel, he said that don't worry dear, today I will not say to you anything, as I know that you are also very sad, as it is your last French lesson. So then after that he said that look how it happened. We always put everything for tomorrow. We think that we have plenty of time, so we can do it tomorrow. You can say it to the Alzec also, as she has put everything for tomorrow. Then he starts blaming his parents. He says that your parents always preferred to put you on the in the work on the like mills and farms, and so that they could earn some money. And after that he starts blaming himself also. He says that did I not send you to water my flowers instead of learning, and did I not give you holiday whenever I went to fishing. And after that, yes, I wanted to go to fishing. And after that, he starts telling about the French language, that it is the most beautiful language, and it is the logical and the clearest language in the world. If someone knows its native language, and if he is in a slave, so he has the key to that prison, and of course that is his native language. After that, he starts explaining the grammar chapter, and Prince says that how I was so amazed to think that I have understood everything so clear, and Prince further says that I have understood everything clearly, as first time I was listening him carefully. Then he noticed M. Hamel means according to him, M. Hamel wanted to fix everything on their mind at one stroke. And when they finished the grammar chapter, they started the writing session. And for that, M. Hamel, he just gave them all the new copies. And on the new copies, it was written in round hand, France Alzec, and the books were looking like the flags that they were floating in the classroom. And after that, when all the students they were busy on writing, means they were not paying attention on anything. Like some beetles also, they flew away, but no one paid attention on it. And after this, on the roof there were some pigeons that cooed very low. So Franz thought to himself that will they also make them sing in German, even the pigeons? And after that, after completing the writing session, when Franz looked M. Hamel, he was totally emotional, as he was gazing at everything in the classroom, and it was looking like he wanted to fix everything in his mind before he goes out. And he further said that all the walnut trees they had grown up, and the hope wind that he had grown for himself, it also has become so tall. And he says that you can think that M. Hamel's heart was totally broken when he listened that her sister, she was packing their trunks, as they had to leave the country, and it was must. And after completing the writing session, they had a chapter in history, and all the babies they chanted ba be bo boo, and old Hosher, he was also spelled with them. He just opened his old primer, and he put on his spectacle. He was looking too emotional, and he also started crying. But for friends, it was so funny, and he further says that he wanted to laugh and cry at one time. And after that, when the church clock that struck 12, all the German soldiers, they were coming back after drilling. And after listening this, Hamel, he just stood up, and friend says that I have never seen him so tall. And after that, Hamel, he starts saying something. He said that my dear friends, but he couldn't say anything further as something choked his thought. So he just turned towards the blackboard. He just took out a piece of chalk and wrote in the blackboard as large as he could write, "Viva la France." It means France Zindabad. And after that, he just stopped and leaned his head against the wall, and he just made a gesture to them with his hand and said that the school is dismissed. You may go now. Thank you for listening.
Very good. Well done, girl. Give it up.